as you've heard already, we've been an organisation of the last 10 years, and particularly the last 2 or 3 years, been very blessed by donations, both financially and through stock. And we've been able to partner and to support other organisations in the southern part of the borough, and St Francis is one of those. So over to Sam.
Hi there, good evening, I'm Sam and I'm here to talk to you tonight about St Francis Food Stop. I'm the outreach and community worker. First of all, let me apologise because I might ramble because public speaking is my idea of hell, if I'm honest, okay? I'm not great at it. So St Francis Food Stop opened 3 years ago in a porta cabin around the back of the church with the dream of being a small food pantry for local people. I have to say that we were really naive at how much work goes into these things. We thought it'd be maybe a day a week, pushing it. It's taken over the week. This time, at the end of our first year, back in October, we had 34 families on our books. And these were not people we'd see every week, we only see 12 to 14 families. Now we have over 100 members on our book active. We have nearly 300 clients on our book, but only 100 that we see every single month. We are seeing, on average, 35 to 40 families every single week. It's just gone crazy over the last few months. But this is where we have to say thank you to Pearson, because without Pearson, we wouldn't be doing it. Tragically, we are supported by a fair share as a general rule, and I'm sure others will speak of this later. We've watched the supply from them decline drastically, to the point that we are spending far more money than we've got coming in each week to be able to support our members. So we're saying 35 to 40 families, it works out about 160 people a week. And we try to give those 3 meals, main meals, plus lunches and breakfasts. So as you can imagine, it's a lot of food coming in and out of St Francis. We're different to Pearson. I'm not sure if anyone knows what a food stop is, but we offer fresh fruit and veg, fresh meat, as well as fridge stuff such as cheese and that, but also our clients pay a small amount. Pearson is obviously not a long-term solution for people. We're liking to think that we are, and we've got families that have been with us for 2 years. We've got families that have got jobs and moved on, which is always great. But we are still seeing families stuck, and those families are getting more and more desperate as times are getting harder. Just the thing about Pearson supporting us has allowed us to continue growing. We'd like to say that we could see more and more families. It's just very difficult because we do a wraparound care system. So instead of doing home deliveries like you are, we do some, but we encourage them to come to us and we supply free healthy breakfast. We also have the tenancy officers there, we have housing support, we have benefit advisors. So they're all there on a Friday when they come in, but then we also encourage them to come to our other groups. So on a Wednesday, we hold a brunch morning where everyone gets a free healthy brunch. Because what we find is when clients are getting their food bags from us, they're saving what they have got for their children, and then we're missing meals. So we decided that we'd run one when the children were at school that parents could eat and not be concerned. So alongside that we run that, and then at the moment we are looking to open for an evening meal as well. But that's a little bit of us, and I know I rambled, so I apologise. But yeah, any questions? No.
Can people just turn up, or do they have to be referred?
No, we are self-referral. We do take referrals from outside bodies as well, but we are self-referral. You don't have to be on benefits or anything. It is, as we like to say, it's for those with too much month left at the end of their money. And I think we all know what that feels like.
Thanks.
I was wondering if you know why donations from FareShare have gone down.
We were talking about this earlier. A lot of supermarkets have taken their best before dates off products. So instead of a product coming up to its best before date and they're going, we've over-ordered, let's ship that off. There's no dates on it now. Supermarkets are keeping hold of that until it really is past its best. So I think that's been a huge part of it. And the fact that there's a lot of us springing up. The need is more. We're having to share products between a lot more people. And I think that's solely demand has gone up and supply has gone down.
I think Nick was from the Old Lodge Lane was saying And also the supply chain isn't as good at the moment.
No.
So there's a whole number of problems, but it doesn't help people like yourselves in Old Lodge Lane when you've been relying on particularly the fresh stuff.
Yeah. And that's what we buy a bulk of each week, because we do try and make sure that everyone gets fresh fruit and veg. We also try and cater to dietary needs. We're still going out and buying halal meat or different things so that everybody can have a chance to be able to cook a healthy meal rather than rely on packets and cans and things. Okay.
Do you think you'll have enough cooks to do an evening meal?
As it goes at the moment, I do it all. I do Christmas dinner, Easter dinner, up to 100 people each time, and I cook that solely by myself at the moment.
Wow.
So I'm hoping that if we do a regular evening meal that I can find some more volunteers, but at the moment I do it solely by myself. Yeah, the family are very good at peeling veg, I have to confess. I do get them in. Actually, the last Christmas party, we had a peeling party. We used the food stock members that came on a Friday morning, enticed them in the day before with a Christmas movie and a glass of something nice, and they all sat and peeled veg for me. So it's just finding ways to get people to help, but yeah, so at the moment it is solely myself. Thank you.